Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Uh, as you can see, unfortunately, Colchester, even though we finished all of the main quests, it's still a bitch, though. Now, thankfully, that doesn't mean a whole lot for us. There isn't that many guards around, but it's still one of those things that just shouldn't be a thing after you've completed the quest in an area, but whatever. We're going to go around, find our mysteries. First things first,
Good
let's
morrow,
increase our
good
charisma.
morrow. I stand here on behalf of the Lady Elette of Colchester, famed mistress of the flight. Do you seek an audience?
I've never heard of her.
Based on your appearance, I'm thoroughly unsurprised. Nevertheless, do you wish to challenge her?
I do.
Foolish. Yet to be graced by her presence may balance the pain of the loss you will most assuredly suffer. Lady Elette, you are called to the field of flighting.
Ah, a peasant. Come for a sound flighting? Please, place your paltry bet.
Take this.
A pittance. But I accept on the lady's behalf. She will begin.
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and brains of a sheep. My verses are known all across this great land.
For they put all who hear them to sleep.
Not bad.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost impressed that you managed to blurt something out. Yet I worry our skills are too deeply mismatched.
Well, I think you'll be easily dispatched.
Shameful performance, truly.
I should almost take pity on one so bereft, of beauty, of wit, and of skill. But instead, I'll persist till you beg me to stop.
You're exhausting. Your words are but slap.
That one was rather off.
Mm.
Another peasant falls to the sparkling wit of the Lady Elect.
Oh, my heart weeps for you, and your frailty of mind.
I do hope you'll come and try again someday.
Yeah, just let's do it
Trust
again
me,
right now.
I will.
Good morrow, good morrow.
Yeah, da.
This time.
How, milady?
Oh, pity this poor...
I'll take your...
Take this.
She will...
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and... My verses are known...
And it's more than the country can stand.
Simply awful.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost... Yet I worry...
I'll defeat you and banish all doubt.
I should almost take pity, but instead I'll persist...
Lend a soul, for your words make me ill.
Where did you steal that one from?
Thus the Lady Elette has been beaten at last, by the one she was foolish to doubt. Now her herald must give me the sum of my bet, while Elette can but stand there and pout.
Oh, pay what is due and send this peasant away. I grow weary.
Of course, milady.
Whatever you say, Miss Mustache.
Take your winnings, you have earned them.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting which word I'm supposed to rhyme with. And it really fucks me up sometimes. But anyway, guess we'll go and do this next. Yeah, I did all my running around in that in between. Found all the wealth in that. Found, I think, the rest of an armor set that the Gallagher or something to that effect. It's not a bad one. I've also played around, and you may notice that my bracers and boots are different. Not that you can see either, while my cloak is like that. I say boots because technically I changed my pants, but the only thing that actually changes when you change your pants is your boots. But I switched them to the Raven Clan ones, or the Raven Armor ones, whichever Raven Clan armor, I guess, if I put all my words together. I might get to the right word, or I might get to the right thing. Um, for those, because why not? I kept the Brigandine hood because I do like it. And well, that's it. I don't show the chest piece or helmet, so I doubt that I bothered to change either of those. But along with that, finished all the hunting quests. Got nothing for it. I mean, I got a bunch of stuff for doing the hunting quests, but there was no like you've done them all. Here's a reward thing. You know, there was no like big reward for completing them all. Which means that next up, when I feel like it, I gotta finish all of the fishing quests, which should... See, I thought there was an achievement for completing all the hunting quests. Apparently not. But I know that there's an achievement for... Not for completing all of the fishing quests, but for catching one of every fish. So I figure, at the very least, even if there is nothing for doing all of them, I'll get the rewards for doing them, and I'll get my achievement for that. I would assume, anyway, that all of the fish are going to be a part of the fishing quests. I mean, I guess there's no guarantee, but... Also, really weird, looked online, because, like, what was I? I was hunting, or Arctic foxes, right? So, you know, I was in Norway hunting them, because, of course. I don't know if, like, there's some to the north in Britain or not, but whatever. I knew that there was some in Norway. So I went to Norway, and I was hunting the foxes. I couldn't remember how many I had needed. So I went to Google it online, and I found 2 or 3 websites that showed, it's like, oh, here's the hunting challenges or whatever, right? They were incorrect. Every last one that I found had like half of the hunting challenges on them, and that was it. So like, I don't know if like at some point they added more challenges and just nobody decided to update their site or what. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, they did not show anything that you needed from Norway. Like they didn't show, like they didn't have Arctic fox fur. They didn't have polar bear fur. Fuck, I'm not even sure if I guess the seal tails aren't in Norway. But yeah, no polar bear fur, no Arctic fox fur. The reason I keep doing that, by the way, is because of those 2 treasure things that we still hadn't gotten, by the way. Oh, not that you guys know that. I spent a good deal of time trying to find them and failing until giving up and just assuming that they were a part of this. What's that? Oh, there's an opal in the water. Oh, right, I haven't checked that today yet either, and I was even at Ravensthorpe. I haven't bought anything new. I have enough opals now to buy something. But they haven't... What the fuck is on my shirt? But they haven't had anything that I've actually cared about getting since I've got them, so...
One more enigma to unravel.
The horn of Brian Gallad from the north. Here lies a thirsty giant, his mouth in need of drink. Quench this thirst tenfold to obtain his precious trinket. I guess there's not really, you know, a good rhyme for drink and trinket, but I mean... quench his thirst
like
tenfold and hope that he will drink it.
Wine. Are those barrels still full? A shaft. I can see something at the bottom, but it's out of my reach.
No. Will it be out of your reach when I flood it, though? I feel like they also did something with, you may have recalled that I had a not insignificant amount of trouble breaking doors with a one-handed weapon. Like, I just couldn't fucking do it. Haven't had that trouble anymore. So I feel like they may have fixed it at least a little bit. So that it actually, purposefully targets the the locks on the doors. I'm working on it. Now the thing is I haven't really been paying attention. Let's see. To see if all of them have been leaking or not, but oh, come on, there's a light. Thank you. God, is that man? I lit this torch and the entire room got darker, which is very weird. You'd think that the torch would add light to the room, not somehow eliminate it. Come on, Eivor, light the stupid fucking thing. There we go. I mean, he didn't. The flame touched it, but arrows. Let's see, anything up here to light it? No. And the reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is so I don't have to have the torch out. Come on, there we go. Okay. Boop.
The wine has filled the shaft bearing my prize with it. I should be able to reach it now.
And what do I get?
So a drinking horn. It looks valuable. A good find, I think.
Hey, we got a treasure of Britain. Alright. Now then, let's see if we can continue to fill up this room. Oh, I missed one over here. Doesn't look like it. That's a shame. Now then, my last treasure was over here, though. Or my last, like, little minor wealth. Also, you see how Eivor just put the torch, like, in the, thing while he moved it? There was one that I did where he didn't do that. He just put the torch away. It was very weird. Alright. There we go. Old cellar complete. Back out into the light of the world. I guess we'll head this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, there's 12. It is 12, and then we also have 1 or 2 order members that we can hunt. Not to mention a zealot to fight. So, if we come across a zealot, I will fight him. Or her, whichever it may be. And we may actually just fight the zealot in this part anyway. And then next part hunt order members. Or so that we can start a region on a Monday. Or Tuesday, I guess. I may just make sure I do the mysteries this part, and then for Saturday's video it may be a short one, because my, as you may have noticed, if you watch my Dark Souls Let's Play, that one was an awfully long video this week.
To me?
I know a few things about love.
Do you? Or did you hear the chime of my coin purse?
Does it matter?
No. Not when the village children pelt my door with vegetables, call me old maid and witch.
You need someone to protect you. From children.
Leave your scorn. There is a man. We have been secretly betrothed for years, but his father refuses our union. So you will kidnap him and make it look good. His house is near here, surrounded by red flowers.
Oh, wait. I will kidnap him?
You will know my love by his red hair. And try not to kill his father. That will put a damper on our happy day.
Okay.
I will roast him a fat hen. Or a stew. Would he like
So
that?
his house is near. Surrounded by red flowers. Oh, maybe up here, and he has red hair. And that is who I must kidnap without killing his father. Okay, well, I see a bunch of red flowers, so that's a good start. I feel like this
Surrounded by red flowers. This must be her love's house.
I feel like this ploy isn't going to work very well when you can see his house from yours. Just saying. Hey, buddy, where you at? Yeah, working in the yard. Do I get a signal as to... No? Kind of horse. Oh, wait. There he is.
I am here from your love. Who are you? That's the spirit. Let us make your father believe the fiction.
Wait, what? What is this?
I, the dread Viking Eivor, have come to steal your sons. Saints preserve us! The heathens have come to slaughter us in our beds!
Have they? Okay, knockout you go. Let's get you tied up. I'm assuming that was his father who ran away. Maybe it was a brother of his. I don't know. Either way, let's go take this poor sap to the person who got us to kidnap him, who I'm reasonably certain is not actually betrothed to him at all. Just a guess. Although his name was just like Lover or something, wasn't it? So maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, it just says Lover. I guess he asked who I was, not like who I was talking about.
Yes, this is him. Oh, my sweet pudding. Please, lay him gently down.
Who are you? What is this?
Hush, my love. All will be well.
Well, wait. So this boy is your lover, or no?
He will be. I have watched him for many turns of the sun. And now he will know of my burning love. Thanks to you.
You watched me? That is so
Strange and unnatural.
romantic. That you would go to such lengths to win my heart. It touches me in places I cannot speak of.
You have my thanks, Dane. Take your reward and leave us. Plough me, soft one. Scythe the weeds from my field.
That hairy down there, are you? Needs a scythe to get through it? Anyway. So that was weird. I kidnapped a guy so that a woman could force him to marry her, but he's fine with it, I guess. So, I mean, still weird, but, I mean, whatever. Guess in the end, if he's okay with it, I mean, whatever. Come on, get up there. Alright. Let's head to our next mystery. So, recently, I've been watching 3 different animes, actually. I say watching 3. I started one called Testament of a New Devil Sister, Testament of a New Sister Devil, something to that effect. And stopped after 5 episodes because it was basically porn. So then I switched to Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. It was pretty good. Still had nudity, but, you know, it wasn't porn, so, I mean, I'll accept it. It was pretty decent. I feel like the main character, I don't know, it was weird. It was one of those shows, I feel like if you're a girl in Japan and you have a brother who likes anime, you've got to be on your guard that he's going to try and have sex with you at some point or fondle you at some point, because it seems like every anime that has some sort of brother-sister in it, it's never a proper relationship between them. Like, in this one here, they weren't actually brother and sister. They were pretending that she was his sister so that they wouldn't get caught, or so that they wouldn't find out that she was from a different world.
As midnight mist.
But like, he was still constantly fondled her in front of other people, and nobody said anything about. I mean, like they questioned it slightly, but I mean, not nearly as much as they should have, considering that as far as they knew, they were fucking brother and sister.
Please, my love, you must forgive me. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat.
Who do you speak to? There's no one here.
We are together now, wife. You will never leave my side, whispering in my ear like a moth's wings.
Okay.
Where is that wailing coming from? It's as if the walls are crying out in anguish. This
Okay.
man is haunted by some terrible deed.
Is he though?
Your skin was pale as midnight mist.
No, not there.
Hair threaded with dew.
I mean, I see some.
You blew upon the threads, and they severed. She is gone. Dust and bones. Dust and bones.
You have done some mischief here. I can smell the guilt with the rotting flesh.
Take your last breath.
Okay, so
No, what have you
I'm gonna
done?
kill this guy, and then I'm going to assume that if we climb up there and go through that hole,
I can no
that we're gonna
longer
find a
hear
dead
her call
person.
to me.
Oh! I also upgraded my spear throw, so now I can do that. And if I pull them towards me, Eivor will get another hit in. I can hear you scratching the walls, wife. You won't give me a moment's peace. Scratching, scratching, screeching, wailing, calling me a murderer. I loved you, but then I heard plotting with the sparrows all night under the moon. Plotting, plotting to steal my money, to confuse my mind. You made me kill you. I am sorry. We are forever beloved, even in
He
death.
murdered his love. Little wonder he's crazed with guilt.
But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing, right? And it annoys me when this happens, because, like, the main plot of the Testament of a New Sister Devil, right, was that this guy's father, who both him and his father used to be part of a hero clan, and his father finds the daughter of the previous demon lord who recently died. Or maybe that's a different show, it was a year ago. Right? Either way, he had recently died anyway. So, you know, his daughter was going to inherit all of his power. And she had been sent away from him to live and grow up as, like, a normal girl. But he decides to take her in, and then he leaves for whatever reason, and leaves her and her succubus caretaker, I guess, with his son, right? Now, previous heroes having to look at, or like a hero having to look after a demon lord's daughter and you know, have her be a sister, I was all for it, right? But oh my god, like, it was such a good story, and I liked the main character. His name Bossera, I think. I like the characters well enough, but it's just like episode 2, they do this ritual that backfires, and whenever she gets jealous, or well, the way they describe it is if she was going to betray him, then a curse would activate and do something to her until he made her submit to him. But because it was the succubus who who cast the spell for the pact, he basically had to, you know, well, you know.
Who will sing of your deeds then?
What? Do not release this woman. She follows us around spewing nonsense. I think her versifying actually made my ears bleed.
Help! Over here!
Can I talk to her before freeing her?
You have my sincere thanks.
Why were you tied up?
A wee misunderstanding between myself and the good folk of the hamlets hereabouts. Your name, Goodkin?
I'm Eivor of the Raven Clan. And now I've freed you, so go about your business.
Wait, may I inquire? The dulcet timbre of your voice, the godlike strength of your gait. You are a warrior, yes? A lone skiff bobbing on the sea of opportunity. Wait, what is that on the horizon? Adventure! The stars prophesized our meeting. I am the glee woman Aswig the Mellifluous. You have heard of me? No matter. Destiny has made you my muse. I shall follow you, record your great deeds with poetry. This will not make great poetry, Eivor. Do some of foot and long of gait, O Eivor, do I prate your fate. Eivor, like a mountain goat, toss your hero half a groat. This will not make
Don't
great
know what that
poetry,
means.
Eivor. Do something. Anything. Eivor running from the past with mighty speed to flabbergast.
Blades with ate a whole chicken leg. Blades with might to watch
When
the sun.
danger rears its
Apples
ugly
and
head,
hates carrot.
Eivor bulks and just fleet of foot and long of gait. Oh, Eivor, do I prate your fate? When danger rears its Eivor risking life and limb, how proud am I to follow him. When danger rears its ugly head, Eivor bulks and just stops dead. Eivor leaps into some straw, stares sure death right in the maw. Nary a scratch or broken bone. Children, do not try this at home.
Enough. Stop following me.
I cannot, for walking in your footsteps has let me sup at the cup of inspiration. You are my life's great purpose.
Enough with you.
A piffling sum, but I will take it. Aswig, you will have bread and milk for sup tonight. It is surely a day amongst days.
Now I thank you, but please, take your leave.
Parting is a sorrow that fills my cup to overflowing.
Is it?
Eivor running from the past with mighty speed to flabbergast. This will not make great poetry, Eivor.
Okay, why
Do something. Anything.
is she still following me, though? I mean, am I not done
Fleet
now?
of foot and long of gait, oh Eivor, do I prate your fate? When danger rears its ugly head, Eivor bulks and just stops dead. Eivor charges up her bow. Watch that arrow.
Enough. Stop following me.
I cannot, for walking in your...
Enough. I won't listen to your blabber anymore.
First there was a famine, and now look here, a feast. Fare thee well, Eivor of the Raven clan. Your exploits will live on in me.
Now I thank you, but please, take your leave.
Fare thee well, brave hero.
Oh, now I
Perhaps
gotta
we will
pull.
meet again.
Gods, I hope not.
Yay, it's done. Alright. So as I was saying. So yeah, like that testament of whatever, right? It was very annoying to me. Because, like, here's the thing, right? I don't really care for fan service. Like, I guess they're called, I think it's called, like, ecchi or something. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's ECCHI, I think. And it's the animes that are, you know, more, that have a, that are closer to porn. I would say more adult, but there's a difference between them being adult and being porn. Really? And it's just not something that I care to watch, you know? But what annoys me is how many, like, good ideas, like, good plots, and that get ruined by just, like, well, basically turning them into porn. And that was one of them. Like, I was really, like, after the first episode, I was actually really excited to watch it. And then, like, I started watching it, and it's like, alright, well... That's a shame. But yeah, then I switched to aesthetic of the rogue hero. And yeah, it's like the hero defeats the demon lord and then agrees to take care of his daughter. So he takes her back to the real with him. But it's like I say it's the real world.
A hood should work.
But it's a real world, but they know about all of these people who get sucked into alternate dimensions to be heroes and that, and they have like a whole school and whatever, and like a whole system built up around them for them when they come back and everything.
Gorgeous girl. You are, yes you are. Snuff
Um,
through the leaves, Making daddy a fortune.
So it's pretty good.
Go, lady trotters. Good
I'm
girl.
really hoping for a second season of it, honestly. I don't know if there will be. But at the end of the first season, they go back, or they, you know, I say they go back. They start their teleport back to the world that he got her from.
Nice pig.
Pig, you ignoramus. Lady trotters is a hog, and the most unique and singular beauty.
Should I leave you two alone?
Please do. And not for the reasons you are insinuating. You are confusing her delicate nose with your earthy stench.
Some like my smell. So she's a mushroom hawk. I've heard of such rare beasts.
Mushrooms? Pfft. She sniffs out treasure.
Treasure?
Epping Forest is full of it, and Lady Trotters finds it. Ah, she has the scent. Come, I'll show you.
But yeah, it was pretty good. Finished that one though, and then I started one. It's one of those ones with like a really long name. It's like I could become a hero, so I reluctantly got a job or something like that. And it's another world where where they have like a school for training heroes, but it doesn't take place in the school. But like the main character was trained to be a hero. He was top of his class, and then the Demon Lord got defeated by a different hero, so they no longer needed heroes anymore. So he had to get a regular job, so he went and worked in a magical item shop, and then the Demon Lord's daughter starts working there, and he more or less has to look after her.
Bandits leave them lying around, and ladies drawn to their unholy stench. Oh, I lost cause. I'm going for a nap. If lady runs off, follow her, would you? What she finds, we'll share. The socks are all yours.
Run, lady.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
Find me something heavy and rich.
I enjoyed it so far. It's really funny. And there's no excessive nudity, so I mean that's always nice. I've also realized that like the more action, like because most of the time when I watch an anime, I do it during my lunch break at work, right? And when it's like a very like action heavy anime, right? I have no issue just watching it on my lunch break and being fine with it.
The best of hawks.
But then when it's something more like slice of life, like this one that I'm currently watching, right? All I want to do is watch it. Like I just want to binge it right through to the end. And I don't know why. Oh, found something here. Because yeah, like when I was watching that Aesthetica, right, of a rogue hero, it's a lot of action, and yeah, I mean I had no issue just watching it on my lunch breaks, right? And then I switched to this one, and I watched on my lunch break, came home, watched more of it.
Did the dwarves make you too? What I wouldn't do for a beast as clever as you are.
Well, maybe you'll steal her, Eivor. Who knows? Or something will happen and she'll end up dead. I don't know. And you'll get a very fancy pelt.
Its nose is golden.
You will not harm a bristle on this beautiful boar's back.
Nope, they really won't. Not when you do that to them.
There, good girl. The nasty, smelly thugs won't bother you anymore. No. Ah.
But yeah, there's also like a few other shows that I've been wanting to watch, but like I'm stuck between wanting to watch them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're actually done for this part. But I'll finish this thought first anyway. But yeah, like I'm stuck between wanting to watch them now and just like watching them in Japanese with the subtitles, because I don't really care for that, because I mean I may as well just fucking read the manga then at that point, you know, if I have, because it's just basically looking at pictures and then reading, right? we're waiting for them to get all of their English versions out, uh, and it's really annoying because it's like I really want to watch them, but at the same time I don't want to watch them in Japanese because I hate reading my shows. Like I hate reading like movies and shit. I don't mind it when they're like The Raid, right? I've watched that movie and it's a good movie. I enjoy it. It's not in English. But at the same time, it's basically all action, so I have very little to read anyway. But something like an anime, I just can't really. I don't like watching them in Japanese. I don't know. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. Next part, we'll head to Agnitinite, whatever. We'll head here, and we'll clean up our last half of the mysteries. So, let's see. How long have we been going? I feel like it wasn't very long. Oh, it was about a half hour, 40 minutes. All right. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you Thursday for more.